Today's tutorial is going to have a lot of styles, layer mask, 3D, warping of layers, multiple layers, cropping and chopping. So this is what we're going to make today. I call it the death of your 7. You can make it with the green haze around it or without. The reason I have the green haze is because it makes it look like the 7 is actually glowing on top of the wall. We're going to make 2 styles. They're right here. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is open up a new project. I'm going to make mine like I always do. 1366 by 768. But you can make it whatever size of your screen is. Everything is normal like always. And once you got that, hit OK. Come down to the layer, double click on it to unlock it. You can name it whatever or just leave it plain. I'm going to start first by making the styles. Make a new layer, then just put a dot. First thing you're going to do is you're going to take the fill all the way down. Double click on the layer. Come up to inner shadow. Double click on it. First thing we're going to do is change this to overlay with an opacity of 75. The color is going to be 64, 64, 64. Pretty easy to remember. Your degree is going to be 90. Your numbers here are going to be 3, 0, 12. Everything else is okay. Let's okay that real quick. I forgot to turn off the layer so we could see actually what we're actually making. Right now, that's all we got going on right now. Let's go back to our layer, double click on it. Next thing we're going to do is inner glow. Our inner glow is going to be a screen 100%. Our color is A4, F4, 0, A. Once you got that lime green, hit OK. This is going to be set to soft, edge, but this is going to be brought down to 1. Once you got that alright, hit OK. Or not OK, but go down to bevel, inner bevel, smooth. We're going to set this depth up to 776. We're going to set, let's see, size is at 21. Then this is going to be changed to 32. Now down here, you're going to click on this. This is where it gets interesting. You see how the squares, I'm going to count them up. You go up 3. Then you go over 1. Grab right here and go down to right above 2, but right in the middle. Then you're going to come over 1 more. And you're going to go all the way up to about right there, which is at 8. Then you're going to grab This one right here, you're gonna go down. Oh, not that one. This one. You're gonna go down to 6. Then this one right here, you're gonna bring it down to 2, right in the middle. Then this one you're gonna bring up to right here, which is fourth one up. Then you're gonna put one right at the top here. Bring one down to here, which is right in the middle. Bring this one up to here, which is at 8. Bring this one down just like that. And once you get that all set up like that, you can actually bring one more up. Let's bring this one up to the top right here. So it looks like this right here. Once you get that, you're gonna have to save it. I've already got mine saved. So I'm gonna hit OK. Next one we're gonna do is the satin. The satin is gonna be an overlay with the color is going to be 3E 4 911 Army green. Hit OK, and that is it. We got it. Inner shadow, inner glow, bevel, and satin. Now you're gonna come over here to the spots here. You're gonna bring this down to 49%, which is your opacity. This number is going to be staying at the same of 19. This number is going to be brought down to 17. And this number is going to be brought up to 60. And then with that one that we've already have loaded, you're going to load it to the spot here too. Your style should look like this. It's kind of a glassy look. Once you got that, hit OK. Then you're just going to save it because you're going to be using a lot of it later on. Then the next style, once you've already got it saved up there, which I have mine saved up there, you're going to undo the style, pull it up. To inner glow, set the hard light with red is red. Take the red all the way down, all the way up. The number is FF0000. 10 is your size. Everything else stays normal. Inner glow. It's going to set the hard light. Opacity 100. The color is FFCC00. Your size is going to be 5. Everything else stays the same. Once you got that all taken care of, hit OK. And let's get rid of that style. Let's get rid of that whole layer. We're going to bring this back out. And now, let's start the background. We're going to choose our bucket. Come up to your first color is going to be a dark brown, which the number is 603913. Dark brown. Hit it. Oops. Got to turn layer on. Then you're just going to fill it in with that brown. Next color is going to be It's going to be a dark yellow orange, which the number is 7D6400. Right there. Hit OK. Come to your brush. Pick kind of a big brush, which I'm going to go with a 400. Bring your softness all the way down. Then just make kind of an oval shape, not a real circle, kind of an odd shaped circle. And our last color is going to be dark green, which is 005,826. The color there, hit OK. Come over and tap it once. Now come up to filter, blur, Ganja blur. Bring it up quite a bit, almost to the edge. You want to keep some of that green in there. I got mine set at 134. Hit OK. In the description there is a package you can download. It is gradients, or not gradients, but texture layers. This is what comes with it. You can import number 20 first. Once you got it, set it to the size of your canvas. Hit the check mark. Come up to filter, blur, Ganja blur again. This time take it down to 4. Once you got that, hit OK. Set the layer blending mode to overlay. Come back up to filter, place. Next one I'm going to import is number 17. Stretch it out. Check mark. Same thing, filter, blur, Ganja blur. This time we're going to set it to 2. Same thing, overlay. But you're going to put a layer mask. And with that layer mask, you're going to use your gradient tool by clicking this and holding and dragging over. Colors are black to white. And we're going to pick the second one over. Pick almost in the middle. And bring it almost to the edge. Once you get that, you have this right here. And what you're doing is you're just leaving just the outer edge on. Then we're going to import or place number 11. Bring that to the edge of your canvas. Check it off. Filter, blur, motion blur. Now I have mine set at -62 the angle, and the pixels are 209. I found that's what works for this right here. You're gonna set that to color dodge. Bring down the opacity to 80. And then you're going to put another layer mask on that. And with that layer mask, you're going to go to filter, render, clouds, and you're going to have that right there. And down last for this background is we're going to add another layer. We're going to hit D to bring our colors up. Then we're going to hit Alt, backspace, fills it in. Put a layer mask on that. Gradient tool, same thing, everything set up the same. This time we're going to go right here and go all the way to the edge. Exit there, bring this down to 90. Now we're going to take our brush right in the middle where the latest grays colors are, you're just going to put a little mask over that. And what you're doing is you're just brightening up the back area so when you actually have everything set up, it looks correct. With your top layer selected, go down to your bottom layer, hit shift, click it, put everything in a group. We're going to name that group BG for background. Then we're going to import this file here, which is the Windows logo. I've already got it cut out for you. You don't have to worry about all that. Click the check mark, come down, right click, come up to rationalize layer. Once you have that, come over to your lasso tool. If you don't have this lasso tool right here, just hold it down, come down to the middle one. And what you're going to do is you're just going to come around and cut out the red one first. Once you have that, hit Control Shift J, and what that does, it puts it on its own layer. Once you do that, you're just going to do that to all of them, and it's going to speed this video so you don't have to watch it. Alright, once you have that done, go ahead and name your layers. And the reason why we name them is so when we come back to them, we know which one is which. Alright, named them. I got my red layer selected. I'm going to hit and hold Control, click it. It selects that layer. Come up to 3D, Replicate, Current Selection. Takes a minute to load. But once you do have it load, click the 6th one. And once you have that, hit OK. Once you do that, just go ahead and do that to all of them. I'm just going to speed up the video so I ain't wasting your time. And once you have that all done, go ahead and hold your control, click the blue, and we're just going to come up to 3D, merge 3D layers. You can only do this with 2 layers at a time, so we got to go ahead and do all of them. And once you have that, by clicking this here, you can see that your layers are 3D. We're going to come down to, let's get rid of the 3D action, but we're going to come down to our layer. We're going to call this WL for window logo. We're going to click this tab right here, come down to where it says yellow. Double click on it. It's going to bring up this layer here. What we're going to do is we're going to hold shift, click it. Then it's going to select your whole layer. Once you have that, we're going to switch the colors. Our first color that we're going to switch is for the left side. It is FFF798. Once you got that, click OK. and just come in and color that side. Next color is F F F F 00. Then just come in just like that. Come up to filter, blur, more blur. Once you have that, come back over here. It's gonna change the color. Voila. I'll click that one. Come down to the blue, double click. Same thing, hit control, select. First color that we're going to change is our left side. It is 001A 8B. Once you have that, go ahead and color one side. Next color that we're going to color for the right side is going to be 0079 FB. Click OK, and just color that side. Same thing, filter, blur more. Gives a nice little radiant blur. Once you have that, come back over here, change the color, turn that one off. Come down to green, same thing, control, click. First color that you're going to change is BBFF98. A little minty green. And switch to the left side. Next color is 44FF00. Neon green. Come in. And same thing, more blur. Come back over, change the color, and go down to red. Click, select it. First color we're going to change is FF2200. This is for the right or the left side. Next color is FF9D97. Like strawberry milk. Hit filter, blur more, nice radiant, and it changes it for you. Now, next thing you're going to do is going to come down to the yellow. You're going to place the broken glass and you're just going to bring down the size to where it's just over top of the whole thing. Once you have that, you're going to click the yellow. Make sure that your broken glass layer is selected. Hit Control J. Get rid of the last broken glass one. It leaves you with that right there. Hit Control Alt. Hit Control C to copy it. Then Control D to deselect. We're going to set this layer to subtract. So it looks like that. We're going to duplicate that layer by hitting Control J. Then we're going to pick that one style that we made. We're going to put that over top of that. So it all should look like this right here. Once you have that right, come back over, give it a second, it'll change it for you. Now you're going to do that to all of them. I'm just going to speed up the video because it gets pretty boring. Before I speed up the video, I should tell you this. To bring back that broken glass that you just had, hit Control V, Control T, right click, 180 degrees, bring that over to overlay it, then just hold Control, bring down the corners. So it's like that right there. Once you have that, hit your check mark, duplicate that layer by hitting Control J, same thing. This time, the bottom metal layer, let's go and hit select or subtract. It'll look like this. And it will look like that. Now I'm just going to speed up the video so and once you got all that there, what we're going to do now is we're going to select our moving tool for the 3D. We're going to rotate it. We're going to bring the scale down. And we're going to take the red point and let's move it over. So it's that right there. Alright, since we have the background and our 3D layer done, alright, the next step that we're going to do is I have a video up online. It's called Fire and Ice. It's on my YouTube channel. If you go check that out, the next step that we're going to do is we're going to import fire. I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail on how to do that. I'm just going to speed up the video because this video is becoming too long. So, alright, here we go. Alright, now we have all that there. If you notice, I put a lot of fire above, which are 4 layers, and I put 2 below. I did some warping, and I did some erasing. So, the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to pick our bottom fire layer. We're going to choose that one layer, the second layer that we made, and we're going to do that with all the fire. Alright, I know it looks like a hot mess right now, but choose the bottom layer again. This time we're going to hit Control, hold it, click it, put a layer mask on top. Same thing with the second layer, hold Control, click, layer mask. Same thing, hold Control, click, layer mask. And now that you got that right there going on, go ahead and make a new layer. Grab your brush tool, bring it down to about 21, 23. Go ahead and set your foreground color to white. Before we do that, let's grab our, bring it in so we can see what we're actually doing. Go ahead, make a white spot. Grab your smudge tool, come over, make sure that you got a pretty good sized brush, but make sure it's like 16, and bring your softness all the way down. I got my strength set at 23, everything is normal. We're just going to grab the edge of it. We're just going to bring it out. Go ahead and smudge out just so it's not completely white. Grab your layer, style, bring out your zoom again, hit Control T, and just move it. That way we have what is called hotspots bursting off of our material. And then we're just going to duplicate that by hitting Control J, bring it to where it needs to be. This time we're going to hit Control T, right click, come down to warp. And we're just going to warp with this a little bit so it kind of fits like that. We're going to do that 2 more times. And there is our finished product with that. With your top layer selected, come down to your bottom fire layer, hit Shift, click, Control G, put those in a group. That way you ain't got a bunch of layers going on. And now we're going to add a new layer. Click our color. This color is going to be 046307. Hit OK. Hit Alt backspace. Layer mask. Then we're going to take our gradient tool. Same thing. Come pretty far out. About right there. Once you got that, come up to where it says mask. We're going to bring our feathering out. Set our opacity down to 66. And we're going to set it to overlay. That way it gives you that nice, like the glowing's all affected right here. Your focus point is right on the 7, Windows 7 logo. Then our last and final step is going to come down to our background layer, our very first one we made. We're going to click on it, hit Control U. We are going to +8 on our setting, and we are going to 20 on our likeness. And that is our finished product. Alright, hopefully you had fun, you don't fall asleep. Remember to comment, favorite, like, share, dislike, whatever. Just do what we do here on YouTube. Appreciate it. One more thing, there is a group on Facebook that I started. It's for artists to show off their work. This description will be down below where you can find that. Please join. Fill it full of all your artwork. Just keep it clean. There are some children that are on there. No swear words or nudity. Appreciate it. Have a great one, and bye.